You know that moment right before a big exam, job interview, or even starting something new where you tell yourself, I'm just not cut out for this? Well, that's the exact trap that keeps so many people stuck. And today, we're going to break it down and talk about how to achieve real success by having a growth mindset. So, let's start with something we've all said at some point. I'm just bad at math, or I'll never be good at public speaking. Sound familiar? That's what psychologists call a fixed mindset. The belief that your abilities are set in stone, like you were born with a certain level of talent and that's it. But here's the thing, science, especially the work of Carol Dweck at Stanford, shows that people who see their abilities as improvable, who treat effort and mistakes as stepping stones, actually go further in the long run. A growth mindset doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending failure doesn't hurt. It means choosing to see failure as feedback, not a final verdict. For example, imagine two students both fail a math test. One says, I suck at math, I'll never get this, while the other says, okay, I didn't do well this time, but I can figure out where I went wrong and improve. The second student is way more likely to improve their grades because they view the challenge as a problem to solve, not a definition of who they are. Research even shows that when kids are praised for effort rather than talent, they outperform their peers because they learn to value progress over perfection. Now, here's the catch. There are so many myths about growth mindset. Some people think it's about being blindly positive, like saying, everything's fine, even when it isn't. But the truth is, it's about being honest with yourself, acknowledging where you are, and then deciding you can get better with the right strategies. So, how do you actually build a growth mindset? First, reframe failure as learning. Think about athletes watching game footage of their mistakes, not to beat themselves up, but to learn and grow. You can do the same with your own setbacks. Second, embrace challenges instead of running from them. One trick is to set learning goals instead of performance goals. Instead of saying, I need to get an A, say, I need to learn how to master this chapter. Suddenly, the pressure shifts from proving yourself to improving yourself. Third, shift your self-talk. Add the word yet to your sentences. I can't do this becomes, I can't do this yet. It sounds small, but research shows language literally shapes the way your brain thinks. Fourth, seek feedback and actually use it. Think about showing your draft essay to a teacher. You could hide it because you're scared of criticism, or you could see their notes as a shortcut to improving faster. Fifth, understand that effort rewires your brain. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, means every time you practice, you're literally strengthening your mental muscles. Your brain isn't a fixed machine. It's a living system that adapts and grows with use. Now, if you're wondering if this actually matters in the real world, just look at some success stories. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, but he didn't call them failures. He called them discoveries of what didn't work. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, and instead of saying, I'm not good enough, he used it as fuel to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. Even modern entrepreneurs like Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, talk about how her father would ask at dinner, what did you fail at today? And celebrate those failures as learning opportunities. That's growth mindset in action. So, what can you actually do today to start building it? Try journaling about your last setback. Don't just write what went wrong, write what you learned and how you can use it. Or catch yourself when you say, I can't, and add, yet. You'll be shocked how much that simple word changes the way you see your abilities. Or set a challenge this week where you focus on effort instead of the result, like learning a new song on guitar or practicing coding for fun, not for perfection. Remember, a growth mindset isn't just about grades or careers. It transforms every part of life. In relationships, it helps you see arguments as opportunities to understand each other better. In health, it helps you stick to workouts because you see progress as a journey, not a quick fix. In creativity, it lets you try and fail without shame because failure is part of the process. So if you want real success, stop asking yourself, am I talented enough? And start asking, how can I grow from this? Before we wrap up, I want you to comment one thing you're working on right now that you'll add the word yet to. Like, I can't do push-ups yet, or I'm not good at writing yet. I can't wait to read them. And hey, if this clicked for you, hit like and subscribe, because next time we're diving into how to rewire your brain with habits that actually stick. Yep, all science-backed, none of the fluff.